Hello, it is I, the man of box. What are you up to today? I am up to leaving. You leaving? Plan for today. We're gonna play some Viva Pinata. Once people file in, we'll go ahead and look at the P4R revival stream thing that they did, where they went over a bunch of details for the new game, obviously. We'll take a look at that. There are some things I want to point out about the trailer thingy. Should be good. I took notes. Dude, I started P5 yesterday, like OG P5. I played for like an hour and I got to like where you first get into Kamoshida's palace, like get dragged into it. Dude, that intro is so long. I'm really trying to give it time to like pull me in and stuff though. Like I'm trying not to look at my phone and everything while I play P5, but like the cutscenes are just so long, man. I've just seen them before. Although, to be fair, like the actual animated cutscenes, it's been a while since I've seen them. There were details about them that I forgot about. And the intro was different, and it was actually technically shorter than P5R's intro because it doesn't have the added element of Kasumi. So, anyway, one second, I'm just gonna go ahead and get a view of Pinata going. Classic. Yes, that was a chip bag. I'm playing an Xbox. Come on. Gotta have the chip bag.
Huh?
It's party time!
Okay, I think I did want to start a like new water garden here soon. But before I do that, let's do that after we do the P4 revival thing. I'm gonna let people come in a little bit, or give people time to come in a little bit, and then just work on I guess hatching some eggs and stuff. What are we working on? We're working on, I think Ray's ants are good. I think we just have them around for the arachnids. Yeah, because I have one arachnid. So let me do this. It's Willie!
Morning, Gov. I'd offer you a bacon, buddy, but I've just eaten the last one.
Yeah, no, okay, just getting my voice. Yeah, ooh, yeah. Let's get the arachnid house going in a minute. While we have a sec. That should work. Here's Willie. Ooh, this path getting longer. They should charge more for long distance shops. This thing hasn't produced any fruit in a while. Age 1 month, 2 days. I wonder if trees and stuff stop producing fruit after a certain point. But yeah, we'll probably make a water I almost said pallets. Water garden here soon. I guess I can also start on donuts too. And then right. He's currently here. Once I get the arachnids done, I can also pull in those other guys. Yeah, once I get the donuts done, I guess I'll have to start thinking about what I actually want to do next for the garden, because we'll be kind of caught up on regular stuff. I guess that would be a good point to swap over to the water pinatas if we haven't already. Get that going. And then just keep working on stuff from there. We could probably also get the four-headed snake as well. Keeping working our way through the different snakes. Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. That's the second notification of Pinata getting eaten in a minute, so it's probably both the rays ants eaten. Once it actually eats the candy here. Really? That was only one? I thought I saw a notification about Pinata being eaten. But, well, it's good. Willie back out here, build that donut house a minute.
Oh, that's gonna be expensive. No, wait. That part comes later. Before...
It's one of the more expensive houses we've done so far. 1,000. Let's put it over in the tall grass. Put it pointing this way.
There we go.
Ah. I'm sorry if you already know this, but pinatas have candy inside. When they break open, the candies land on the ground. If another pinata is enraged, it will try to eat the candy. This candy is one of those types of candies. Yeah, some of their underperforming studios, yeah. I don't know. some of the studios that are getting shut down, it's kind of a shame, but some of them are like, yeah, that studio did not make very good games. What it comes down to. How's it going, Explosion? Speaking of Microsoft, there is the P4 Revival stream thing that they did yesterday. I do want to look over that in a minute. I just want to give people a chance to kind of get in a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so if I have both the arachnids, I don't need the raisins. Hopefully.
If you
Oh boy, a bluebell. Anyway. So, just has to eat 2 puzzle gums. Okay, so we have to track some puzzle gums. Get them going. I don't think I've actually romanced them yet either.
I knew extending the opening hours would pay off. Come here.
And now that I don't have raisins in the garden, it'll be easy. I think they like daisies and buttercups. Let me double check that before I just buy a bunch.
Also,
Yeah, I guess we could talk about it. Let me do this real quick. Let me just plant these things and then we'll pause the game and I can hop over and we can just look at the thing. Because I took notes. I watched through it. It's only like 20 minutes long. But I'll watch through it again and kind of like talk about a couple things that I thought were interesting or give us some insight into the remake. Okay, so it's specifically buttercups, not just daisies as well. Just plant like 3 or 4 buttercups or whatever.
my, you're up late. To get a great garden, you have to put the hours in, I guess. Found what you want.
Let's just plant them over here. We'll probably, well, yeah, let's put them somewhere like over here. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think they did a terrible job with getting VAs for 3. It was just that, like, some of the performances didn't live up to the performances of some of the original English VAs, in my humble opinion. Like, I think the Igus performance wasn't as good.
One more rum. There's a fire.
Okay. And then we can unveil the donut house. I forgot that's like a club. Yeah, it's a disco club. I'm hearing gold somewhere around here. There's something buried. Whatever. Ba-dum, 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 ba-bum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Okay. And then you're going to want to be able to hear this. Yeah, I do. Not that specifically, but there is something that I kind of want to point out. Although people were pointing out the lack of any Adachi content in this. So if you didn't see this yesterday, this was P4 Revival broadcast. They had this intro thing for like a minute. Ooh, green logo. Okay. That's kind of loud.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Persona 4 Revival broadcast. This program
We're not gonna
introduces
watch the
Persona
whole
4
thing,
Revival,
like...
launching on February 18th, 2027, or P4R for short.
So, okay. I just want to hit like a couple
But
of
first,
things.
let's talk about the Persona series.
Wait for
Each
Wait for it. P1
title of the
acknowledgement.
series
P2 acknowledgement.
is a standalone.
Also, this isn't innocent sin, so you just have SS soldiers here. See, this is why they don't want to acknowledge P2.
Own story with its own story and characters. Each can be enjoyed without
Not
needing to
confirmed, but
play
at
in
least they
order.
acknowledge their
Persona 4
existence, which is the first time in a
specifically is
while.
set in a quaint world enjoyed without
Why are the subtitles on, and why are they in French?
needing to play in order.
I
Own
didn't look
story
too
and
heavily at this
characters.
before, but
Each can be enjoyed without needing to
man, the riverfront looks so much better in 3D here. I mean, it was in 3D before, but like the environments do look really, really good. I think this is the yeah, this is the riverfront one. But you're looking at it from a perspective you weren't able to before, because that over there where the old lady is where the stairs are to go down to go fishing. So you're kind of, and then over here to our left, if we were able to look, there would be the like little gazebo thing that you sit down over here and talk to like Yukiko and stuff on rainy days and all that.
play in order. Persona 4 specifically is set in a
Looks like you can kind of hang out by the sea
each can be
too.
enjoyed without needing to play in order. Persona
I think that's new. I don't think you were able to like kind of meditate or hang out by the sea. Probably improve one of your social stats or something.
4 specifically is set in a quaint rural town. It boasts enduring popularity both domestically and internationally thanks to its catchy elements and pop atmosphere. The upcoming release of P4R is a full remake of the fan favorite
Okay,
title.
we can
We'll be
skip through
showing
this.
Plenty of
This is
details.
just kind of like setting up what this whole
Rural
stream
Jap
is.
town of Inaba. The game takes place in the rural Japanese town of Inaba. The protagonist, a teenager who has
Sorry, I'm just looking at things. Sheep. Sheep. Toshiba.
just moved to this peaceful
It
town,
would really show up here.
hears rumors of the urban legend known as the Midnight Channel.
You ever heard of the Midnight Channel?
They say that your soulmate will appear. A mysterious offers clues.
People in here. It's becoming a huge problem.
They attack anyone
The new
who
Teddy
enters.
voice is
Throwing people in
interesting.
here. It's becoming a huge problem.
It's a lot more
They
serious
attack
than
anyone who
the
enters
original
this
English
other
VA.
world.
Like, it sounds like he still gets like high
Cornered
pitched
by a
sometimes,
shadow,
but like
he
it's
awakens
not
to the power
nearly
within
high
his
pitched
heart,
all the
his
time.
persona. The protagonist then
People said
forms
the
an
same thing about the
investigation team,
original
setting out
GA
to
voice
uncover the
actress.
truth behind the
I
serial
don't
murders
know. We'll
and
see.
unravel the mysteries of the Midnight Channel.
Me too. Which means that we also gotta catch whoever's tossing people in here.
Gosh, it is gonna, dude. It is gonna be so weird to see Yosuke without it being Yuri Lowenthal's voice.
And so begins an unforgettable year filled with friendship, adventure, and
I
mystery.
do think that the 3D
in a quiet
cutscenes are
country
pretty
town.
good. Like, I was kind of iffy on them for P3R, and I still think
Let me
some
introduce
scenes
the members
should have
of
been
the
animated
investigation team.
over others, but
First up is the protagonist. A sophomore in high school who, due to his parents' circumstances, has been sent to live with his uncle in Inaba. He's caught
I think
up
it's
in
a little hard to
series of
say about
mysterious
GA
murders
for me so
and
far.
awakens to the power
I'd
of
like
his
to hear more
persona.
of her actual voice acting before I make any determination. Oh, this was something I wanted to point out.
Awakens to the power of his persona.
Dude, are you stupid or something? Yeah, he's pretty stupid. That's what I'm not gonna say. Terrible choice of words. Nanako is cute. I think the Nanako is cute thing is something that was added in this remake. I don't think that was in the original version of this event, although it's been a minute. And this makes me think that they're going to lean more into the P4 anime characterization of Yu Arakami. Because this definitely sounds something more like he would say out of the anime and stuff, which, to be fair, people like that version of the character, so it makes sense that they would lean into it a little bit more. I need to explain that Nanako is, in fact, cute.
Big bro?
Yosuke Hanamura, the protagonist's classmate. Cheerful and reliable, he considers himself and piece together clues during their.
This
As a
description of
group's
Yosuke was kind of funny.
He helps steer discussions and piece together clues.
During their investigations until now, until Naoto shows up, I guess.
Who sits next
Oh,
to the
that's really in the
protagonist.
game, I guess.
Friendly, passionate, and driven by a strong sense of justice, she loves kung fu.
I don't
movies
see anything
and
particularly wrong with the characters.
Excuse me?
The character bust-ups, I guess, is what they're called, right? Or portraits or whatever. I guess, if anything, maybe they lack a little bit of shading. Like, her hair is a bit lighter than it is here, but it could just be the lighting on the 3D model.
Another fried rice with
I
extra
think
meat, please.
they look fine.
Yukiko Amagi, the protagonist's
Like, I don't have any
classmate and
complaints
Shia's
about them.
childhood friend.
Maybe they
She is
look a
the
little
only daughter
flat,
of a
but, like,
long-established
that's
inn
also
and
kind of the
standout
style that
figure
the
at
original
school.
game had.
She's responsible,
I don't think they
but
look
she also
bad at all.
has a bit of a spacey side, and often
I mean,
leans
the
on Shia for
P3R
support.
portraits were
I
fine,
want to wear
right?
these instead. Look, I even get a nose guard.
In addition to the investigation team, you'll meet many other unique characters.
How do you take yours?
Perhaps I'll pluck.
It'll be
that
really
head
nice
right
to have
off.
all the social links voiced.
One of them
That was
is
something
the
that was really cool
mysterious
about
Marie.
P3R. I'm glad
She
that
may
we're
seem
continuing that
unfriendly
forward. I
and
hope
aloof,
that's the case
but
in
reality,
P6.
she has a
I'd be very
curious and
disappointed if
outgoing
it wasn't.
personality. It seems she has some secret hobby she can't tell anyone about.
Why do you need to spend youth, though? Don't you have anything better to do?
I wonder if
Now
they'll
that I'm
expand
just
Marie at
What
all.
kind of people will you meet, and what kind of
She was kind of
relationships will
for
you
me
build?
in
Enjoy the
Golden,
personal stories that unfold
but
in Inaba
I-
City.
I will say the
Well,
Golden
guess I
Anime
gotta
did a
go
good
smack
job at
those
trying to work
muggers
her
around,
into
huh?
more scenes and like make her more of a character.
During his year in Inaba,
I hope they
the
take some
protagonist
cues from
moves
that, I guess,
between
if they're
two
going to
worlds,
expand on her.
creating unforgettable memories while pursuing the
On
truth
them a little bit.
behind the case.
Why did it?
In the real world,
Dream
he lives a
fall.
life of
Can't
a
wait to get my
Japanese
hands on the
teenager.
soundtrack for this game, by the way.
Daily life and encounters with people lead to the growth of both the
Oh,
protagonist and
baby,
his persona.
I need love. Look, it's so
Hey, I'm no
different
man.
between street lights.
In the alternate world within the Midnight Channel, the investigation team uses personas strengthened by real-world experiences to battle shadows, exploring and taking on the
I think
challenge.
this is all we got of the bathhouse dungeon. I don't think they really showed too much of the dungeons outside of the Yukiko one, and then like a little bit of the bathhouse one here. I don't know how I feel like these are a bit too monochrome for my taste. The portraits on the right. I get because they're like very white and black, and then with like one color where it's like use gray hair, like the hair color. Like the hair color and stuff is usually the only thing. Hey, Corgi.
Of solving the case.
Let's beat 'em up.
Life as a teenager is full of new experiences and encounters. From school activities.
Oh, they rewrote the school questions again. How's that easy video game you're watching? Eh. Oh, what are we doing on Twitch? What does it say we're doing? Because we're probably not doing what it says we're doing. I probably forgot to update that. I think it's interesting. I've already watched it. We're kind of going over it again.
From school activities and events to after school, there are countless ways to spend your time.
Let's play hide
Yeah,
and seek.
that's what I was
You
doing
ready?
on
Study.
Monday.
Working part-time, hanging out with friends, or forming new relationships. Inaba's abundant nature also offers experiences unique to the town.
Oh yeah.
By interacting and deepening your bonds with the townspeople,
Fishing.
you can build your social links.
Yeah, of course it is.
As your bonds grow stronger, your persona abilities will improve. You'll
What's the point?
acquire
Everybody
skills
just gonna
that
look
give
up
you
the answers.
advantages in battle.
I mean,
And
yeah,
your power to fight in this other world will grow.
Oh,
but like
by
they
the
probably
way,
won't be available.
I was thinking.
All voice acting
I don't know.
in this
Maybe
title
people will
has
actually
been
try.
newly recorded,
I would be
and
willing
not
to give it
only
an
the
actual
main
shot.
story.
Might play
Each
through
social
the
link
first
and
time.
new event will be fully voiced.
Depends on how much
We hope
people
you
are
enjoy the
want to
even
look
more
stuff up, I guess.
captivating encounters and daily
I'm
life.
tempted to make it my own.
As you gain more experience, the protagonist's social stats will be refined.
You know what's wild here?
For experience,
These are Xbox button prompts.
the protagonist's social stats
Great
will be
vegetables.
refined.
The UI obviously looks really good, and they've done a really good job at
Depending on these
redoing the PS2 environments. Like they even down to the fact that there was a poster of that lady who gets murdered at the start of the game right here. That was also in the original PS2 version and everything.
parameters, the part-time jobs you can take on, and the range of social links you can have will vary. Who you meet and what you do, your choices will help the protagonist grow. The alternate worlds depicted on TV take on various forms. The shadows roam
I really
these
like
realms.
this version of Backside of the TV, by the way, this song in the background.
Your mission is to explore these worlds, battle the shadows, and rescue missing people.
You all came to rescue me?
If you attack when the shadow is off
Oh,
guard,
You all came to rescue me?
if you attack
see this thing here? Breakable things for items. Probably the same thing as like P3R, right? Given that both P3R and P4R have like randomized dungeon layouts, I wonder what they're going to do for the overworld of P6. I don't think they're going to do the randomized dungeon layout thing again. I think it'll be pre-made dungeons. But I imagine some of these elements of like being able to guard in the overworld and attack in the overworld that started in Metaphor are also going to be in P6. And it's going to be built from the ground up with that in mind for its gameplay.
when the shadow is off guard, you can start the battle with a preemptive strike and gain the upper hand.
Okay,
You can
so...
win it.
Oh,
On the other hand, the preemptive strike and gain the upper hand.
I think this is the only time you see it in the thing. The like menu selection wheel is an old TV tuner knob, which is kind of fun.
You can win it.
On the other hand, if you are attacked by a shadow, they will strike first, so you must be careful.
Oh crap! 2 enemies. They're attacking us first.
A new guard action has been added in this game. You can guard against attacks and strike while the shadow is flinching, or avoid combat altogether. Use
Probably
strategy
not.
to navigate this
They
alternate
didn't
world.
delist P3 Portable when
Battles are turn-based command
P3R came out.
If you hit a shadow's weak point, it will go down, and you can take another turn.
Let's see.
Persona. Furthermore, if you knock down all the shadows, you can initiate an all-out attack.
The
dealing
only time that
massive
they've
damage.
delisted a game was on the Switch. They delisted the original version of SMT when SMT5 Vengeance came out.
In this game, new features have been added
Oh,
to this
we get to talk
turn-based
about the new
battle system.
features. And that was they cited they didn't want people buying the old version of the game, which I guess kind of makes sense, but also like it means now you can't buy like the DLC for the original version of the game and everything. So
Evolving into an even more exhilarating and intense battle experience. Use Send Flying on a shadow afflicted with a status ailment to spread that ailment to nearby enemies.
We're on a roll.
When battling multiple shadows, look for opportunities to
this seems neat, but like also kind of niche. I don't know. We'll have to see when we get into the actual game, but at least it makes ailment skills a bit more interesting,
knock
right?
them back and take them all down at once.
Woo! You set 'em flying.
I wonder how I feel about the Teddy voice lines after like
Coordinate with your
60
team
hours of
and chain
gameplay.
knockbacks. Baton Pass makes it easier to team up with allies to take down
I like the version of Baton Pass they had for P3R. That was not my issue with P3R's gameplay.
Here I go.
I think this version of Baton Pass is pretty good. The fact that it doesn't have buffs attached to it inherently, and you can have skills to add buffs with Baton Pass, I think makes it a lot better from a gameplay standpoint. I hope they continue that into P6. Oh, here's my actual issue with the gameplay.
Prime time. Overwhelming enemies.
Y'all know how I'm gonna feel about this already.
During prime time,
hey, what if Thurgy, but Thurgy plus? What if you got to attack 4 times in a row and then do a Thurgy attack? Also, by the way, I checked, I think it's,
enjoy the thrill of wiping out your enemies. With new features added and
where is it?
Powered up, be sure to give it a try.
Sure.
Rescue missing people.
You all came to rescue me?
If
you can see the player running around with a full gauge. Oh, you can't see because I'm in the way. You can see the player running around with a full gauge over here on the right. So it means that like you can just stock it for boss battles and stuff again, just like Thurgy and P3R. So, and it's even stronger than Thurgy. It looks like it's going to be stronger than Thurgy because of the 4 free attacks that you get for everybody and everything.
Dodge of relentless attacks. During prime time, all skill costs drop to 0. You can go on the offensive and overwhelm them without
then it wouldn't be a Persona game, Corgi. It'd be a Tales of game.
Finish with a spectacular prime time finish to deal massive damage. Enjoy the thrill of wiping out your enemies. With new features added and battles powered up, be sure to give it a try. The power of the heart, Persona. The power you awaken by
I kind of skimmed through this section. Was there anything interesting about this section? I think it's just them explaining personas, right?
But with a special ability known as Wild, the protagonist...
Wild?
Persona.
We've abbreviated Wild Card to just Wild now. I do like the UI of like you looking in. That's kind of fun.
Known as Wild, the protagonist can...
Yeah, it's gonna break the balancing of the gameplay, but like, if I turn brain off and have fun, maybe I'll just have fun. If I don't expect anything, I guess I have to kind of go into it being like, kind of like how a Pokemon game, if you don't play with any additional rules, it's pretty easy. I just have to kind of expect that. It's a little bit disappointing. I think the problem for me, and the reason why it was so disappointing with P3R, but now that I've kind of accepted it and I'm expecting it for P4, it's not going to matter as much to me. And part of the other reason is having the RPG sections actually be kind of difficult in some respects made the balancing act of RPG versus social life elements matter more. Because if the RPG is actually somewhat hard, then you actually have to balance your time between working on that and social stuff. But everybody's here just for the social stuff now. And we want to make this accessible to the people who only played P5. So we're just gonna make the gameplay super duper easy. And we're gonna leave SMT5 and all that stuff for like the hardcore audience, which is fair. I understand why they're doing it from a business standpoint on Atlus's part. I'm just a little bit disappointed because I think you could have more balanced gameplay and not have all this crazy over the top stuff, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, the same persona, yeah.
Various personas. Each persona has its own unique skills and weaknesses. And by switching between them to match the characteristics of your shadow, you can gain the upper hand in battle.
Let's see.
Furthermore, as you fight more battles, your personas level up and learn new skills. Collecting and leveling.
I pause here because Zio has a skill card indicator next to it. So the skill card system is probably the same as P4 Golden, where on max level up or whatever, you can get a skill card from it, right? So
Collecting and leveling personas expands your strategic options.
Jack Frost!
just no music there.
The Velvet Room is a special space accessible only to the protagonist.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Here, you can perform persona fusion to combine the protagonist's personas.
I like how their solution to
Combine
making
various
Igor's
personas through
actual
trial and
talking
error
3D
to
model was
create
just
your
have him
very own
always
ultimate
smile and never
persona.
move his lips. Just move his teeth instead.
Persona 4 Revival preserves the best of the original while adding new elements.
Yeah, for the
everyone
most
watching this
part.
program, we present a message from the game's producer, Kazuhisa Wada.
I think it's hard to say that it doesn't
Hello,
appeal to
my name is Kazuhisa Wada, general producer of the Persona team.
doesn't
Persona
mess
4
with the
goes on
balancing,
a
but
new
before Golden
direction
already messed with balancing.
established by
We didn't get
Persona
a
3,
shuffle time.
refining it
They didn't show
into
off shuffle
something
time
with
at
a
all.
Completely different
I didn't think
color.
about that till just now, but yeah.
While the core gameplay systems are similar, it offers an experience that feels entirely distinct from Persona 3. The story
Isn't this the scenery? Hold on. I think this is the scenery from the original. Hey, Jebba. P4, not P4 Golden. Because doesn't P4 Golden change this background? I mean, I assume that they probably built this off of the original PS2 version of the game for the environments and everything. But I think this is changed in Golden, so that's kind of interesting.
follows a murder mystery unfolding in a quiet rural town, a premise that might sound heavy on its own. But paired with warm, endearing characters, the bonds they forge, a vibrant yellow color palette, and an upbeat, energetic soundtrack, Persona 4 becomes something truly one of a kind. A coming-of-age mystery unlike anything else.
We'll have to see the leap in
Even nearly 20
food
years later,
textures.
it continues to be
We'll compare
loved by
directly to the
audiences
PS2
all around the
version's
world.
food textures.
That's exactly why we wanted to bring it to even more players using the expressive power and accessibility of the modern Persona series.
Yeah, accessibility of the modern Persona
At the
series.
same time, we aim to preserve the original experience while bringing the Persona 4 people remember back to life in an even more vivid way. With that vision, we
I don't
began
know.
development on Persona 4
I'm a little
Revival.
salty. I'm a little salty because I think that they had something pretty good with the older combat. And I think if they just stripped down some elements and like rebalance some things, the combat would still be pretty accessible, but it would be way less abusable. I just don't like the superhero angle that they're kind of going at. I always thought it was kind of way more interesting that you... I thought it was more interesting that you had to kind of manage things a little bit more. I'm not saying that P3 and P4's RPG gameplay is like the best it ever could be. I still think but the new version of Baton Pass and some of the other modern like elements of the gameplay would be welcome. I just think that having the Thurgy and these big like over the top animation things and like these kind of spammable like big heavy attacks that don't cost anything like just kind of undermines a lot of the other gameplay choices, and it makes it way too brain dead for my taste, especially since like realistically this game is, I guess, towards newer people. Okay, who is this game for? This game is for people who played P5 but didn't want to go back and play the PS2 or PSP versions of Persona 4 and Persona 3, right? That's who P3R and P4R are for. But even people who played P5, that was 10 years ago. Even if they played it when they were like 8, which, okay, maybe like 12 to like whatever adult age is probably more accurate. It's like 10 years ago now. They're in their early to mid 20s at the earliest. I don't think you need to dumb down the gameplay this much, Atlas. Like it's not a Pokemon game. You can make it a little challenging. At least make people have to understand type advantages. Dude, okay. Primetime has everything pierce. All of your like free attacks that you get, everything pierces. At least Pokemon, you have to understand that like rock beats fire and ground beats electricity and air beats bug or bird beats bug or whatever, right? You don't have to know that for the P3R and P4R. You just have to know spam giant attack on your turn. Dude. All right, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's a game. It's fine. It's entertainment. If you enjoy the game, it's whatever.
The atmosphere players felt back then.
I just feels like shooting yourself in the foot is totally unnecessary.
The everyday conversation with friends. And the gradually unfolding.
I'm gonna have a good time with this game, but I'm probably still gonna be pretty salty over
all of these elements
prime time.
Form the heart of the experience.
I just think it's so unnecessary.
Reconstructed them down to the finest detail. At the same time, the gameplay itself has evolved significantly to meet modern standards.
Modern standards.
From UI improvements to more refined battle pacing and enhanced dungeon playability, we focused on creating a smooth, stress-free experience.
Stress-free experience.
As a team,
Haha,
we are fully
prime
committed
time
to
go
delivering something
brrr.
that feels both nostalgic and new. In the Persona series, music has always played a vital role in shaping both the story and the overall gameplay experience. Persona 4 is no exception. Its soundtrack is an integral part of what makes the game so memorable. For this project, we've refined all of the original tracks while preserving their core
LARPers.
All vocal.
I don't know about that. Although, hey, to be fair, we all know that, like, who are they marketing this to? Like, because we all know the Persona fans don't play their own games. But speaking of the soundtrack, I kind of skipped over it earlier, but I wanted to point out, I think, because they're playing some of the new soundtrack in the background, right? I think this might be the new battle theme in the background here. Here, I'll turn it up a little bit.
If you hit a shadow's weak point, it will go down, and you can take another turn.
Let's see.
Persona. Furthermore, if you knock down all the shadows,
that sounds good.
you can
I'm glad
initiate
they have
an
it.
all-out attack, dealing massive damage.
I think they also have a new version of the golden theme in here too somewhere that they played. That also sounds pretty good.
In this game, new features have been added to this turn-based battle system, evolving into an even more exhilarating and intense battle experience. Use Send Flying on a shadow afflicted with a status ailment to spread that ailment to nearby enemies. When battling multiple shadows, look for opportunities to knock them back and take them all down at once.
Woo! You sent him flying!
Yeah, no, that music is good.
Coordinate with your team to chain knockbacks. Baton Pass makes it easier
I think I
to
was
team up with
too
allies
busy being
to take
salty
down
about the
enemies.
gameplay changes and
Experience
no
the
background
thrill of
music here.
coordinated teamwork by leveraging your team's unique strengths.
I strictly play Persona for the visual novel element. And here's the thing, a lot of people do. That's what makes Persona stand out, and I understand that. Like, people are coming not just for the RPG gameplay, they're coming also for the visual novel element. And let's be real here, a lot of people who don't play the games, but like they like the games, that's the part that they care about most, is not the RPG part, because they don't even play the games. They care more about the story and the characters and the visual novel elements. But I don't know, it just feels like they're leaning too much on the visual novel stuff and not enough on the RPG stuff, because like the RPG stuff can still be solid and it doesn't have to overpower the like visual novel stuff, you know?
Persona 4 or Persona 4 Golden.
Okay, he's yapping.
Of course, there's new content, but even beyond that, the enhancements in overall presentation bring a level of immersion that exceeded my expectations. I think players will come away feeling that it's familiar, yet new. Featured in this.
Okay.
Enjoy.
It's kind of interesting to see them show Golden gameplay right next to the P4R here. Yeah, the guarding stuff. Send flying. Baton pass. Prime time. Gives you free turns on top of reducing the cost of skills to 0, and all attacks will bypass the enemy resistance and deal direct damage. Dude, it sounds like somebody modded their OC into a video game. Like, what is this nonsense?
Here's the fun part!
I don't mean that in a jealous way or anything. Well,
And here's the thing. They could, like, make the gauge system work. They make the gauge system work in Q and Q2. But they just make it not carry over between battles so you can't, like, hoard it for boss fights. Just do that. Like, if you just do that, like, that solves most of the problems I have with it. If you have to, like, earn it in the battle you're in, it's fine. Because then it creates a more climactic, like, ending to a fight that's been going on for, like, a few turns. But it means that, like, normal fights you actually have to engage with a bit more. Like, just do that. Just do that. Anyway.
Just having him try my bento.
I'm just saying you could make it better.
Advisor type, you know?
Oh, you should make a flower too, big bro.
Persona 4 Revival will be launching on
Okay.
February 18th, 2027.
Well, I'm totally in.
We hope you enjoy an
NPCs are back! I was so happy seeing this. Girl who's got that crush on that one dude! Dude,
blissful year.
I'm so ready for all the students again and stuff. Oh, the shirt. Yeah, that's right.
Peaceful country town.
You know, one thing we didn't get that people were kind of hoping for, so far at least, was we were wondering if they were going to make the ramen daughter a thing from the anime. We didn't see any of that here, but we also didn't see any Adachi. It seems like they're kind of trying to keep that under wraps for at least a little longer. Pre-order bonus. Oh boy. Heartful cry. Dude, I don't care about the BGM thing, dude. You could just mod this in probably after a few weeks. Like, who cares, man? I'm probably still gonna pre-order the game just cause, but like, I will say, at least the statue here is better than the P3R statue. It is actually kind of cool looking, having Izanagi and the protagonist. Keycap and keychain. Oh boy, you might actually use that. Steelbook kind of looks cool, I guess. Art book. I guess it depends on how much is the collector's edition. Actually, I have not seen. I did not look up how much is collector's edition. One sec. I don't know, man. I already got burned buying $250? No. 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 Nah. I don't want to. 250 bones? 250 US dollars? Nope.
Edition is available.
Yeah, no, I already got burned on P3R. Remember when I bought that thing physically and digitally?
For pre-order.
What a waste of money that
Check
was.
with retailers for more details.
Yeah. C's uniform set, Phantom Thieves costume set, Velvet Room outfit set. I might still get like the digital deluxe edition or something, but I'm not gonna get like the physical again. Not for $250, thanks. Xbox green logo, baby. Xbox is back because they made the logo green. Anyway. Oh, sorry, I muted myself. Well, that was fun. But I was gonna say, this is how you know I've been playing the Batman Arkham series, is because I'm getting this in my recommended. Apparently, it's not the Batmobile, the story of the boss fights that we should be mad about, but burning money. I'm assuming they're talking about the DLCs here. Kind of interested, but I'm not gonna click on it right now. Pain is not enough. Why your character's suffering feels empty, they must suffer more. You must fill their suffering with meaning. No, it's burning cash. He's got a wad of cash in his hand that's on fire. Unemployed and broke. I never understood the hate for the Batmobile. Yeah, I don't really get it either, to be honest with you. Maybe I'll watch a video and somebody can explain it to me at some point, but like, I try not to watch videos about games I'm playing until I've finished them at least, so I don't get like spoiled or influenced too heavily by the video. Because like, imagine playing a video game and then like you're halfway through it and you watch a video and they're like, here's the 30 things I don't like about this video game. It's like, oh great, I'm glad I know that now halfway through the game, so I can think about that for the next 20 hours playing the game. Why are you sleeping outside? You have a house. Oh, wolf. Mallow wolf. Like a marshmallow. She's a little goofy thing.
Oh no! You've attracted a sour mallow wolf. He looks bad through and through. There's no way anyone would want to visit with him in the garden.
I think we're starting to get to the point where I never actually like dealt with some of the sour pinatas here. I think the sour mallow wolf is as far as I got with dealing with the sour pinatas and making them not sour. I did want to start a water garden today. We could do that now, or I could start working on... You know what? Let's do that in a minute. Yeah, let's go ahead and start a water garden in a minute. Because I wanted to do that today. Start working on some more of the water pinatas and everything. But yeah, P4 Revival. It'll be a game. I'm sure we'll get like a little bit more details about it. Before the release, obviously. I don't know. I think you guys should not pre-order it. Let me pre-order it and I'll tell you if anything's worth buying. Or you can take a look for yourself when the game comes out. That's what I will say. I'm going to buy it and play it on day one because I'm going to stream it. But I would not recommend anybody else buying a day one until you actually see the game for yourself. Yeah, one of the annoying parts of starting a new garden is the first 5 minutes is just like whacking hard soil. It's kind of satisfying because you get to like get rid of all the hard soil, but yeah. I don't know. How are you guys feeling about P4 Revival after seeing some of the more recent coverage about like the new features and like stuff it's gonna have? Are you like more excited about it, less excited about it? Are you thinking about buying like the game, like the pre-orders anyway, or how temperature check? How we feeling several months out from the release? It's all right. Yeah. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. I wonder how I'll feel about returning back to Inaba again after a little less than a year, right? Because I finished P4 Pixie only. When was that? That was a while ago actually, now that I think about it. I'm still working on that video. I worked on it some yesterday. I was editing it down. I edited and did some new voiceover for it. Was adding that in. So I'm still working on it. It is not a dead project. I refuse. I will get that done. And then I'll start making some smaller videos so I can actually get videos out in a reasonable amount of time, hopefully. Try and do some stuff about P4 and some of the other games. Because for a Persona channel, we have not done a lot of Persona on the channel in a minute. Here's something we can talk about in a minute. What after Batman? After Batman, what? What play after Batman? Yakuza? Yakuza 5? Song of Life? Have not played Yakuza game in a while. SMT? SMT games? Have not played SMT Atlas game in a while. Persona Replay? Probably not Persona Replay. Maybe Persona 3 Reload modded playthrough? FemC? Maybe. Maybe before next year. That sound good. That's 6, my bad. Yeah, no, for sure. They're not gonna like tell us anything more about P6 until P4 comes out. So we'll probably get some more news about that sometime next year. And then it probably won't release for like another year or two after that. Feels like very early on for that to be announced, honestly. But yeah, I haven't played 5, 6, or 7. 5 would be... Because 5 doesn't even have a fan fantasy subtitle in English, but in Japan, just like the battle for the dream. It's so funny that they keep saying that, like... I don't know. It does feel like the last few Yakuza games, it's like, this is Kiryu's final story. This is Kiryu's final story. This is the end of Kiryu's story. Meanwhile, I know that Kiryu's like not gonna go away until like 7 or whatever. And even then he'll probably show up as like something and he'll have spin-off games and stuff. But yeah, it's been a minute since we played a Yakuza game. It could be fun to get into 5. I know 5's kind of long. I wanted to kind of play Xenoblade 1 sometime this summer. I'm kind of on the edge about whether or not I'm going to buy a Switch 2. I might buy a Switch 2 just on the merits of Xenoblade 1 through 3 at some point, like before the price increase. Thinking about it. But yeah. I don't know, that's kind of where I'm at. No. it's kind of wild to be thinking about the fact that we are a okay. Yeah, I've heard really good things about the Xenoblade games. I actually own the original one for the Wii over there. It's got a flip cover art, so if you flip over the like inside jacket, it's got different art on it. X is good. I hear X is good with like the new stuff on the Switch and everything. I also hear that 2 kind of needs the Switch 2 to run particularly well, so there is that. I don't know, I feel like if I play 1 and I enjoy it, maybe it'll be like the thing that pushes me over the edge to buy a Switch 2. But also, apparently there's a lot of new voice lines and new content if I get the Switch 2 version of the game, so there is that. So maybe I should just buy a Switch 2 anyway, just go for it. They're very British, so I am told. Gotcha. I could play the original Wii version on a Wii U on stream. That would be interesting. Waggle the Wii remote to charge the Monado. Try not to look like you're jacking off. Because that would be the other Wii sword game. Ah. Gotcha. Very little context. I thought the Switch 2 version of 1, 2, and 3 were already out. Or is it just 1 that already has a Switch 2 version out? Am I misunderstanding that, or it's just 1 right now? Okay, so they're going to do 2 and 3, but just 1 for right now. Okay. Yes, I think it's $10 for the upgrade. Which I have I have the Switch 1 version of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2. So there is that. So yeah, like I said, I'd be kind of interested to play that later this year. Heard good things, obviously. But yeah, and then I did want to play some more of the SMT backlog, kind of work through some of that now that I'm caught up on Persona games. I do think it would be kind of fun to play P3R with mods, do the FMC playthrough and everything like that. But I kind of want to wait a little bit longer on that. There's some mods that I'm keeping an eye on that are still getting worked on, so maybe like sometime this fall it'd be good to do that. I think I wanted to play Megami Tensei 1 and 2, like the first couple of games. They're about 20 hours each, so we could just play them back to back and be like a 40-hour thing, which for an RPG on this channel would not be anything crazy. Get through that in like a month. Only a month. Xenoblade 1 is funny as hell because they animified the game after Xenoblade 2 came out. Like, it looks visually different than like the Wii version and stuff, so they changed like the shading and stuff, or but yeah, no, I should work some more on the SMT backlog, because there's like Strange Journey, there's the PS2 stuff, right? Okay, what do I need to get you to actually like... Okay, I need at least 16... I need more water, which, fine. I need more water anyway. Dude, sometimes you get like a little bit of hard soil that just refuses to come out like a bad stain. Dude, stop vomiting in the water supply! Anyway. Okay. Oh yeah, they really did change the models a lot. It would be kind of interesting, I guess, to in modern year of 2026 to play the Wii version. That'd be kind of interesting. I don't know. I mean, the Wii version is like the original version that everybody enjoys so much. I could play the 3DS version. I think I've already done this joke. Never mind. I still do think that it would be somewhat interesting to play the original version of the game, but yeah, that's the other thing too, is like if I play Xenoblade, I probably want to play the version that has the most content, because it'll probably be a while before I want to replay it, because they're very long games. The 3DS version of Xenoblade 1 is like one of those things where they talk about miracle ports, like how in the world did they get it to run this well is just wild. Yeah, even though I'm not like big into Xenoblade stuff, I've been getting like the new, like, I guess, conversation voice lines in my recommended. Wow, look at this plant. Very, in a world where we have Call of Duty with all of its bloat and everything, and we have a Lego game that requires a 1080i to get 60 frames per second that are not AI generated, yeah, Monolith Soft are pretty good at what they do when it comes to optimizing games on Nintendo hardware. But yeah, this is why I wanted to make a separate garden for this, even though it takes a minute, is because the water pinatas, they want so much water, dude. They just want oodles and oodles of water. They want the garden to be like so much water for some of them to become residents, so it's best just to kind of make a separate garden for them. My God. I'm surprised they were able to bring back all the original VAs to voice the Heart-to-Hearts. Yeah, that's what I heard. Like, some of them haven't done those voices in a while, because it's from the original, you know, Wii game or whatever. And it runs better. Well, I mean, to be fair, that's just the Wii U. Dude, I mean, to be fair, though, like, the Wii U and the Switch 1, very similar hardware under the, like, processing-wise, just because, like, both are about on the Xbox 360 level. Gosh dang it. Stop vomiting everywhere. It's disgusting. I still don't even have enough water for you. Gosh, will you never be satisfied? Oh, great, bad candy. I'm so glad I dug that up. Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe they have some attachment to the characters, and they probably offered to pay pretty well. Honestly, the fact that they might bring back the Xenoblade 2 voice actors and stuff excites me so much, because the idea of those voice actors actually be giving a screenshot, a picture, a crumb of the scene they are voicing would improve their voice work so much more. I hope I did your comment justice on that. Yeah, I have no opinion on the matter, but it does seem like it would be Here's the thing, though. They probably aren't going to revoice all of the lines. Like, just realistically speaking. $10 of my money is not going to cover them getting them to revoice all the lines. By the way, the reason why I'm digging deeper is there's like a max level of depth that you can get to with the water if you dig again. And if you do dig down farther to like as deep as you can get, certain pinata can like dive down underneath and like swim under the water if it's deep enough and have like little animations for that. So that's nice. I still don't have enough water for this dude. I mean, yeah. People get older. I think the wolf needs to eat like some really valuable pinatas, if I remember correctly. Same with the crocodile. I think he wants to eat one of the swans, if I remember correctly. Oh, is that where she's from? Got big from? Is Doctor Who? I guess she is British, so that would make sense. Yeah, speaking of British RPGs, you know what's also aggressively British to the point where it's kind of funny? Is the English dubs of or at least the English dub of oh shoot, what is it called? The Studio Ghibli RPG, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. No, why am I wanting to say that? Anyway. Ni no Kuni, yes, that one. The dub there is aggressively British as well, despite the fact that I think it's supposed to be set in an American town for segments of it. Feet waifus? I mean, if you're into that kind of thing. I mean, we weren't talking about that, but if you want to bring that up as a point of conversation. Why do people get obsessed over feet like that? I don't understand that one. That one's beyond me. Okay, how much of the garden is water? Because I think it needed to be 16% for the crocodile. Gosh dang it. No, it doesn't. Not unless you like little pinata nubs. 16 square pentameters of water. Pintometers. Pinata meters. I like how they have to make it like pintometers, like pinata meters or whatever. But yeah, Xenoblade 2 having new dialogue is funny because they'll give them a screenshot of see what's in the context, or will they just do it like the rest of Xenoblade 2 dub and just go, yeah, here, script, voice. Probably the latter, if I had to guess. So let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So yeah, maybe a little bit more water, but that should be good. Where was the... Well, that's good. I think Pyra and Mithra are Xenoblade 3, correct? The ones that are broken in Smash and have a lot of art on a certain website. 2? Oh, okay. They are from the fake gacha game. I don't know enough about Xenoblade to know if you're joking or not. Okay. Let's give this a layer of grass. Come on. There it is. Xenoblade 2 is an honest to god gacha game, but like no real money besides the money besides the money you spend on. Gotcha. The way you acquire new blades in Xenoblade 2 is through a gacha system. I gotcha. Haha. But okay, that's kind of interesting. Kind of reminds me of how I was talking about before with the PSP version of that Final Fantasy VII spinoff.
You have a new dragonfly visitor. Your pond is large enough to have attracted the dragonfly into the garden.
At least luck does something tangible. Tangible? Tangible. 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 Anyway. I feel like an all luck build would be kind of funny in that case. Oh, I see. I mean, it's just a matter of how long it takes, right? So when when you can make infinite amounts of money, I assume there's ways to make money in the game or whatever. You eventually just get everything anyway. Just as a matter of how long it takes. Just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. Gotcha. Although luck builds in video games can be kind of fun. It has to be the right video game or whatever, though. Certain games you can't really abuse the luck status, or like they cap out like crit rates at a certain point or whatever. Like I think Persona 5 has a cap on your crit rate. Same with P3R. I remember doing the math for that to figure out like what was more useful for certain skills and stuff in the P5 Pixie only run for the luck segment of Lavenza. Gotcha. That's not that bad. I've had to farm for drops with lower rates than that. Hi? Hello, Corgi. Crits in Xenoblade 1 were OP. Maybe I should go for all crit build. Oh, is Assassin here? I didn't see them in chat. He's on Twitch? Yeah, I'm looking at Twitch chat. I have it pulled up through OBS. Have they actually said anything, or are they just in chats? Or... What does the dragonfly want? So it wants water, but what else? Oh, it wants 20. Dude, they want even more freaking water. Weird. I can see what you're replying, that you're replying to something, but I can't see the original message. Here, I'll just pull up Twitch on Google Chrome a minute. Make sure I mute my VOD so I'm not... Oh, I saw that message. If it shows up on the thing on the bottom left, I can see it. Was excited for Ariana Grande to be playable again. Ah. Yeah, he wants to eat the beavers. Okay. I think beavers and then a swanna. Speaking of. Oh my gosh, 25% of the garden has to be water. Ah! The pork beavers. Listen, there are flying pigs in this game. I don't think there's pork beavers. Actually, they're called sweet tooths in this game. Probably because of the big buck teeth. Oh, is there something wrong with the tutorial? I mean, probably. I forgot I can't hear anything. Or play videos. Gotcha. What is Freakazoid from? He sounds familiar, but I cannot place it. I don't think I've watched whatever cartoon he's from. Get a coffee or something. Yeah, the game sucks at teaching you how to play, especially when it comes to the battle system. Is it the same battle system as the first game? So you can at least be like, oh, it's the same battle system, or is it like a different battle system entirely? Worm 3. How are we already on Worm 3? I must have sold at least one of them. Oh, did he get his own show? But isn't he like a character from like Superman or something? It's pretty different. Okay. Now that I'm thinking about it more, how funny would it be if I played the original version of the Wii game on the Wii U in big 2026 on stream. It would be kind of funny. And it'd be kind of interesting to see the original version of the game. Gotcha. The animation does look fairly familiar, like the style and everything. I'm annoyed because a few days ago I found out I can't play Batman or Arkham Origins because they never remastered it. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it is on PC and stuff. Unless you really need it to be, like, higher fidelity. I do know some people who are, like, cannot play older games. Graphics just weird me out too much. They had that with Persona 3 and 4. Even, like, Golden and stuff. Where it's like, yeah, I just can't get into the fact that they look, like, so small and, like a diorama and stuff. Like, that sucks, but alright. I think it looks kind of cool, personally, but whatever. And then Lorenzo will be like, I love first-person dungeon crawlers with 5 pixels. I love them. Okay. Once I get this grass up, then I can start figuring out which pinatas to attract and then go from there, I guess. Moderately fun time. Are you playing the original version? Like the Resident Evil 1? Like... Are you playing the one where they messed up and put the wrong instrument on something and made a really goofy sounding soundtrack? Okay. How are the tank controls? I've never played a game with tank controls like that. I feel like it'd be hard to get used to a little bit. Probably could do it, but I feel like it'd be hard to get used to after so many newer forms of, like, controlling your character. Gotcha. I guess technically I have played, like, the original Devil May Cry, which does have fixed camera angles, but doesn't have tank controls. I think. Is that what's considered tank controls? I don't know. I played the original DMC, which was supposed to be a Resident Evil game, did you know? Fun fact. Nobody's ever heard that one before. Put some, like, tall grass around some of them. Make, like, a little swampy looking area. Okay. Then I'm gonna just sell these worms, because I don't need to be attracting birds. Okay. Almost. At least the environment's right. It's kind of interesting to think about how they just ended up reusing all those environments and stuff, but waste not, want not, I suppose. Okay, which water pinata should we go for first? Should we go for the Newtgats, the axolotl ones? Or we have quackberries, the ducks. I don't think we've done ducks yet. They have a little pirate theme going on with their stuff. I don't think I've done ducks yet, have I? I have not. I think? I'll have to double check that. I might actually have. I might have done that. And then we have the sweet tooth and the swanas, which we need those for taming the crocodile. Yeah. I forgot about their voice lines. Yeah. I guess let's just do the axolotls because I like the axolotls, so let's do that. Probably got time for like one type anyway. Yeah, so let's just plant some. Let's get some plants going for some pinatas to show up. I'm gonna keep whacking you away from whenever. If you whack one of the evil, or I guess sour pinatas, they'll go away for like a while for the day. You could also smash them open. But you know, it's kind of cruel. So I try not to do that.
Hello.
Chocolate mash melting in your pocket. I'll take it. I'm not fussy.
Found what
I guess we could kind of go for a few things.
Nothing beats the taste of. So that's your thing. Looks like. Thanks. I wish I could say I replace all faulty items,
But I kind of don't.
Found what you want.
Let me see here. Was there anything else I wanted to buy? I think that should be good for now. Let's just start with this. Oh yeah, the Xenoblade kart racing. Yeah, I saw that too. As a side thing for the new
A bracing morning, is it not, my friend?
for the new content and stuff. Oh, platinum shovel handle.
I hope we can.
Ooh.
I sold the last of those just hours ago. Somehow I know.
Giving ruffians chocolate coin.
Who vomited in the water again? Was it you? I have half a mind to smash you.
Got some rare things.
Yeah, I watched a video comparing like what some of the new stuff was for Xenoblade 1. But that's about it. Oh, I don't know. So many good games to play. So many videos I want to make. There's never enough time, man. At least I've been dealing with, I'm not going to get into it, but I've been dealing with some health issues. So that between that and my new job, I just have not had the time and energy to like do stuff off stream too much. But streams have been going fairly well. I've been happy with them. The Batman games have been a lot of fun, so like I said earlier, I'll have to figure out what we're doing after the Batman games, but I don't know. The problem isn't having too few options, that's for sure. What's the quote? My lobster too buttery. There's more to that quote, but I can't remember what it was. Like, my lobster too buttery, my steak too juicy, something like that. Do you think people eat piñatas? Well, I guess they eat the candy, right? What do normal people eat in this world? Do they just eat candy and rot their teeth out? I guess there's also seeds. And there's fruits, like, I guess everybody's kind of a herbivore, not by choice, but by there not being... Are there other animals? Are there regular animals? Is it just this one island that has piñatas? I'm thinking about this way too much. But also, I've used this fertilizer 12 times. I can tell because I've spent 108 coins on it. Because math. Okay, I think that's everything.
Today has been there's a
Oh gosh dang it. Gamble more. What would you like me to gamble? What are we gambling on? I have some lint and 5 chocolate coins melting in my pocket. Can you imagine if your coins actually, like, that was your form of currency, was chocolate coins? You know about those, like, how some weird people try and eat money or like gold leaf? Kind of that. I've been thinking about getting another one of those retro handhelds. I have one right now, but I'm kind of thinking about getting one that's like, looks like the Game Boy SP. You know, the one with the clamshells. Because I want the clamshell so I can kind of put it in my pocket, because the one I have now is kind of open face. It's like 50 bucks. But I already have one of those things, and I already have plenty of other handheld devices. But for 50 bucks... I don't know. Here's the worst part. I've also been thinking about getting a new mouse and keyboard. I have there's a Razer. Yeah, Razer brand Halo themed set. That's fine, but like it's just fine. I've been thinking about like getting something that's a bit better. Basically, I've been thinking way too much about spending money. Maybe it's because I have a new job and now I have a bit of extra money, but I guess it wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe buy a couple things if I'm using them, if I'm going to actually use them. Let's see, how else can I justify making financial decisions? No, spending money is fun. Having less money at the end of spending money is not as fun. I don't know. I window shop a lot. Well, I'll be like, I kind of want a new thing. And so I'll go on the YouTube, like, let's go ahead and watch 30 YouTube videos about like this one product or like this one type of product. And then, yeah.
Hello. Chocolate cash melting in your pocket? I'll take it. I'm not fussy. So...
Ah, yes, I'm sure.
Hello. Chocolate cash melting in your pocket?
I'll take it. I'm not fussy. Voice lines that are burned into my skull. I could forget my friends, my family, my first dog's name. But gosh darn it, will I ever remember so many voice lines from video games. Mostly RTS games. They have some pretty memorable voice lines. And ones you hear over and over again. Mrs. Scott, ready for combat.
There's a fine.
Burning a hole in my pocket. I would also kind of like to get an actual PS3. The one I have now is one of those stupid slim ones. If I was going to go out of my way to like soft mod a PS3, I'd prefer to do one of the ones that don't have the top loader. Which I could do, and I could transfer over my save data. They're not too expensive. Even like on eBay and stuff, it's not too expensive to buy a PS3, so maybe I'll do that at some point. I don't know. That also brings up another question, though, is if I can soft mod stuff like the PS2 and everything, is there any point in collecting physical PS2 games? I just realized I've been muted for a minute. I was saying I've got all the upgrades for the tools. It feels weird that you only get the grass packet and the longer grass packet. The sequel has sand and snow that you can put down, so maybe that's why. You're planning on putting it in or whatever, but did not materialize. We get the dragonflies, I guess, if we keep planning more bull rushes. Dude is breathing pretty heavily over there. Has won a fight against a red hot. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the stupid red hots. This is such a weird condition too. I forgot about this condition. You have to get one of those stupid looking blue fatty fly things, and then I think feed it a jalapeno pepper kind of thing, and it turns into a spicy version of itself called a red hot. I completely forgot about red hots as even being a thing. Maybe I'll raise them in like the other garden and then just ship them over here so they can lose in a fight against them. For now, I'm focused more on the new cat. I want to get some of these guys going. Ah. Stop vomiting in the pool. I really like the environments of this game. I kind of wish you could go a little bit farther outside of the garden. Some kind of like little walk around mode or something. I also wish the garden was a little bit bigger, but oh well. No, I don't have any bunnies, thank you. I cannot help you. Why are you asking me? Yeah, I guess the other thing too that I was kind of testing out on Monday is it kind of doesn't matter what game I play if we can just hang out and talk. There are certain games that work better for that, right? Like I wouldn't try and just hang out and talk while I'm playing the Batman game because I'm trying to focus on it and play it in real time. But there are certain games like this or like some of the Call of Duties where I could just play it and turn brain off or whatever. One thing that was really fun about the P4 Pixie Only streams was doing the grinding like on Fridays. That was actually pretty fun. And I think it added some nice elements to the overall experience. We'll probably do something like that again for like maybe P4 Revival or whatever next challenge run or RPG I play through. If I have to do some grinding, maybe I'll just do it on Fridays here. Be kind of fun. Fudge Hog! I do like the Fudge Hogs. Their design is kind of interesting because they don't look quite like any animal. Like a lot of the other stuff looks like an actual animal to some degree, but like Fudge Hogs are just like, oh. You can die in Persona 4 Revival Challenge. If you die in Persona... Actually, Persona 4 Revival Deathless sounds kind of interesting. Or P3R Deathless sounds kind of interesting. Is a game that easy that I could beat it deathless? The only thing is if you died and had to restart, that would be such a grueling process. If you died like so far in, you know? Imagine dying in like one of the to like the second to last boss or something, or just randomly. Be kind of interesting. Nah. No, I'm saying like the game is that easy. Like even if I played on the most difficult setting, I feel like I could probably get through P3 reload without any deaths. With how much I played the Persona games, I certainly kind of hope so. I think I need some,
Hey, got some work for me? Starting to get itchy.
Here, I'll pay top dollar for you to actually do this in a decent amount of time. Wait, I can just get new gats right up. Oh.
You go.
I've just gotten a new gat before. I can just, Wait. Do I have some new gats, like...
Hey there. Just place the crate.
Wait a minute.
Missing you already.
How do I receive a crate? Because I've sent them to myself. How do I receive them? Oh, my receive crate.
Good timing. I just finished my aerobics.
I don't remember what's in these. Shoot. I think one of them has buried the ant, which I don't want to... I don't want him to get eaten. And then I think the other one has the things that I wanted to eat, the arachnids. The iguanas. I like how the shovel icon is still your default shovel. Same for the watering can, and then you just pull out the shovel and it's like, whoosh. What shall we do? Maybe I should have just gone and attracted monkeys to the other one. Who knows? Oh well. Yeah, these games can be kind of slow, but that's kind of the point, I guess. It's part of the reason why they're easy to talk over. Hello, Mr. Pigtails. I know your hairdo just corresponds to if you're the first, second, third, or fourth one. But you do have pigtails. What a little weird guy they are, huh? Muscular arms and legs and just like way oversized like mask looking thing on them. Truly little gremlins. I wonder what would happen if you got through all the sours and then turned all of them off, so you just had all of the sours converging on you at once. Be kind of interesting. See how many you can get going, or how many you can get in the garden in one go. I don't know if there actually is anymore after the wolf and the alligator? Crocodile? Oh, nice. Dude, I should have gone express the last time. It's kind of expensive, but who cares? I got money to burn, baby.
Here you go.
Alright. Let's do express again. We'll grab another new cat. Cool. And then he wants raise ants. In the meantime, let's make him a house to live in. Some work to do. I haven't woken anyone up at the crack of dawn in ages. Love this man. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot this one is super duper tall. Here's Willie. Woo! Is this path getting longer? I should charge more for long distance jobs. Oh, here he comes. Watch out, girl, here you about. Oh, here he comes. Man eater. Oh, that's right. I forgot that the water pinatas can sleep in the water sometimes, too. Look, it's sleeping in the water. Oh, there's one of the sweet tooths. Look at it shake its tail back and forth as it walks around. It's a real shame this game series never got like a third proper installment. Something like this, but on like newer consoles, would have been so cool to see. Because I could have gone even further with the concept. I know there's a sequel, obviously, but... Oh, fir cones! That's what you wanted. You didn't want the hazelnut, you wanted a fir cones. Okay, let me replant this then. I think I'll plant it like over here. Actually, you know what? That's kind of not a great place. Let me... Oh, the hunter's back with the pinata. Alright, let me go grab that from her. Ugh. When it rains, it pours. So much to do.
No job too small. You'd better.
Okay. And then... let's do express for... raisins. This is so expensive, but it's whatever. I just want to get this moving.
Good morning. How are you today?
Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and ready to spend. There's the first seed.
You won't.
Nope, wrong guy.
It's been a busy morning. You're lucky you caught me. I really hope I won't need the rubber gloves again this time.
A bracing.
One thing that's kind of fun is if you don't break the thing, Willie just kind of hangs around for a little bit. Pinatas like to feel safe, especially at night when they need to sleep. They also like a little privacy where they can romance. Willie can fill both needs with one building, a home especially built for each and every type of pinata. Just pay him and show him exactly where you want it.
Got some rare thing somehow. Good for there's a
Mm-hmm. I wish there was a better way of doing getting the trees going, but kind of just have to sit here and wait for them to hit certain thresholds. Maybe I should have planted this at night. Oh well. I think I leveled up. Guess we'll find out once I get out of the shop menu. Holy cow, look at all those notifications. Okay.
Like you, my friend. Somehow.
Hey, got some work? Pick out a... Keep me in...
Kind of spread out some of these plants here.
I knew extending the opening hours would pay off. Come in, come in.
Okay, I really should wrap it up here. Yeah. Just kind of hanging out now. Should go eat something and move laundry around and all that good stuff. I think this is how you make a red hot. No? Could have sworn that you had to get him to eat this thing. Maybe it's a different pinata or a different food. Is it that you have to set him on fire? That might actually be it. It might be you have to set him on fire.
Good evening. So I'm not the only person who can't afford to sleep around here. And
Come, let me science experiment on you. Yeah, there it is. Nice, and we get the achievement for Evolver.
Who is a clever gardener then? You've changed your piñata into a
That would be I. I am the clever gardener. Oh, it needs to eat chilies. Okay. Let me turn this off. Once it becomes a red hot. Okay. All right. Okay. I think I gotta call it here for today. It was a good time, though. I don't know. I do like this game, but I wonder if playing a different game would be kind of better for these streams. I don't know. Something to experiment around with maybe next weekend or something. Keep playing Modern Warfare or one of the other Call of Duty games on stream. I haven't played through Modern Warfare 1 and 2. Those could be kind of fun to play on stream. Could go old school and play something older, or I could play some Halo on stream. There's plenty of good Halo mods and stuff, and I know I can play those and just kind of talk. Although I don't know how much people will care. I don't know. Look at like a little raccoon. I love his feet walking noise. Yeah, it does seem like the more piñatas you attract, the more show up on the main menu screen here. Which I guess makes sense. They probably have it as an internal flag of like which ones you've seen, so that way they don't spoil stuff. I don't know about that, but did you see that somebody got the there's a mod that attempts to recreate the original lighting that was intended for like Halo 2, so you can see like what the original vision was for how the models and stuff were supposed to look before they had to give up on like the real-time lighting engine and everything. That's kind of cool. Like there are plenty of fun like Halo mods and stuff that I could check out on stream or mess around with on stream. Yep. Dude, if you haven't seen it already, like Halo MCC, Master Chief Collection, has an amazing Steam Workshop. Like they added Steam Workshop support. And there's modding tools for like quite a few of the games at this point put out by the Microsoft. It's basically like the dev tools for most of the games, like for 1, 2, and 3. So there's a lot of cool stuff that's come out for those games. A lot of really good content. Mod content and everything. Alrighty, I will see you guys later. I hope you have a good weekend and everything. If I don't see you, I will probably see you this weekend for Batman. But in case I don't see you, hope you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you guys.